Yeah, the Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive is a national event annually conducted by the National Association of Letter Carriers. And so locally, our mail carriers, as they go out into the community on that day, Saturday, May 13th, will be picking up bags of food, non-perishable food, that they ask the public to leave for them so that on their mail routes, as they deliver to you, they take from you and bring that product to the food bank so that it can go out into the local community and help our partner agencies.
What a great partnership this has been with the Postal Service.
Yeah, it's the 31st year, and we've been doing it for close to 2 decades or so around this area. And it's generated over 600,000 meals for the community in the course of that time frame. And what happens is, it's a natural phenomena that the mail carriers are coming to your house. And so it's a great concept that they have promoted nationally. They're coming to you anyhow. Can they bring food from you to make things a little easier for you, the public, to contribute to a food drive? And they always do it the day before Mother's Day, so it has a nice component of support for families and for especially maybe single mothers in need, or others around the community who are facing particular need and have to feed their children.
This is a big thing for them too. I mean, this is a little bit of work for them.
It really is. I mean, especially depending on the weather, it can be quite a challenge sometimes. But their union is committed to doing this across the nation, and we're just thrilled that it is implanted here in our region as well. And we're very grateful that these mail carriers take on that task. I think, for many, it's very fulfilling, though, too, even though it adds to their workload that day, to see the impact of what they're doing as they bring that food back to their mail station, to see it accumulate and the consolidation of that into thousands and thousands of pounds and meals.
And for you guys, then you can pick it up and it comes back here and is processed.
Yeah, exactly. It's a ready-made food drive. It's usually the biggest food drive of the year for us in this community because there are so many mail carriers involved, and public support is really critical. So they're going to give you a bag. In most cases, you're going to get a bag delivered to you through the mail in advance of May 13th. Use that bag, please, or use a bag you may have at home if you don't get a bag from the mail carriers. Put it out on Saturday, May 13th before your mail is delivered, and the non-perishable items that you contribute will make their way into the community.
It's always exciting for me to see in my own community, in my neighborhood, that Saturday, to get out and see bags out.
Yeah, it's very fulfilling and edifying, I think, for the community itself, because it's very tangible, visible, and you can really kind of see a neighborhood getting active around fighting hunger in the community.
And you've got people here. I mean, this really is a community effort. You've got people here getting the bags ready.
It really is. The Postal Service has done a great effort this year to gather plastic bags from local retailers that can then be used to brand the retailer's involvement, but also to give resources to the mail carriers. It works so much better when there's already a bag in place. But again, if you don't get a bag in your mailbox, you're free to use a bag from home. But yeah, packing these bags, just giving the promotional message and the bag into the community is such a big challenge. And so we've had volunteers here for weeks putting together the promotional piece and the bags to help these mail carriers promote the food drive.
There's a lot to this.
There really is. A lot of moving pieces and a lot of people involved. And so it really does take a community to fight hunger. And I think our volunteers enjoy the fact that this far in advance, they're working to make May 13th a success.
And boy, it's always needed, but especially now. Prices are still high and a lot of people are struggling.
Yeah, inflation is so impactful, and we anticipate that a record number of meals that we served during the summer last year to children is probably going to double this year. So think of a record number doubling. And so we recognize that there is severe need within the community, and resources are tight for everyone, we realize, but often we have a little more than our neighbor, and so just having a recognition of that and taking a little bit of our excess and offering it to a neighbor in need can be very fulfilling.
What to say, yeah, there are needs, but then for you then to say they're going to double over last year, that's kind of scary.
It kind of is, Ted. It's very extraordinary what we face right now, and it really does take the community rallying, trying to recognize the resources it has at its disposal, and trying to allocate those resources in as equitable a way as possible. And that's really critical, we call on the community to really be mindful of neighbors in need and try to do what we can to share what we have.
So that Saturday before Mother's Day, fill that bag up.
That's right. Saturday, May 13th, a food drive's coming right to your house.